Hi, you guys. This is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I wanted to come on here and do a reading for the full moon in Aries, which is today, October 20th, 2021. And, will be existing for a few days afterwards as well. So, we are just going to jump into it, see what comes up here. What do we need to know? So, I did already pull the cards just to meditate. I got some channeled messages here as well that I was picking up on as I was meditating to prepare for the reading. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. There's a few different sections, and I will just let you guys know what I'm picking up on. So this is the full moon in Aries. It is called the Hunter's Moon. So traditionally, from what I read, I guess it's when you prepare, or our ancestors would prepare for the upcoming winter here, which kind of makes a little bit of sense. So the overall theme for this full moon, when I pulled up here, we do have the Queen of Pentacles. We have here the Animal Guardian, which is interesting because there's a deer and there's also a deer in this image here too. And we have another card about trusting your intuition here too. We also have the dolphin spirit. This and that are true. So what I was picking up on with this is definitely a time to tune in because Aries is very much about the body too. But this is about the Queen of Pentacles is somebody who traditionally is very abundant, usually within their body, within nature here, especially with this animal guardian. So I really feel like right now, this full moon is allowing us to go within and to trust our instincts, especially when it comes to the direction that we're taking, the direction that we're heading here, which did come through as well. And also, I was picking up on a lot of situations involving just your energy, your body, your health. Some of you could be focusing a little bit more here on, how you feel in your body, how you feel about your health here, how you're taking care, maybe exercise, things like that. And then we have this dolphin. We have two symbolisms of a dolphin here. So we have a dolphin, a deer. I think we have also an owl here, but definitely I'm getting deer and dolphin for animal spirits that are coming through here. I was also hearing that this is a time to maintain balance. We have a lot of twos in the reading as well, and we are coming out of Libra season. So I do feel like this is a time for planning. It's a time for planning for what's ahead, kind of like what the Hunter's Moon is about too. But I think it's emotionally and also physically here. So this is why I'm getting that the overall theme is very much central around our perception. There's a duality here. So I was picking up this two duality. Embrace the duality of life and your experiences, being in the right place at the right time. So that is what that dolphin spirit is reminding to for the overall theme here, to really just embrace that what's done is done. There's always a light and a shadow with everything. So it's your perception on yourself, it's your perception on your life here, and to carry forward and always trust what your inner knowing is telling you. I also saw the Ten of Wands beneath the Queen of Pentacles when I pulled that card. So the Ten of Wands does talk about what we've been carrying. So again, it's physical stress. For some of you, it is your health, or it's just your physical stress or financial stress here. And it's like we've been carrying this weight for so long, and maybe we haven't been listening to our body, or we just haven't been listening to our instincts here. So this is why I feel that it's going to be really important to tune into that. So it might be a time here of really dropping any dead weight, any dropping any burdens, dropping anything to do with our perception, as well as intimate connections, which we have coming through here as well. So I will actually jump down here because when I pulled for what do we need to, like, what can we do to take care of ourselves, or any rituals, or just what is the advice for the self here? We do have the beauty ritual. And before I pulled this card, I was seeing a vision here of like lavender flowers, softer colors like pastels, and then hearing about purifying the physical body. So for some of you, I feel whether you're female or male, it could be a really great time to do some form of beauty ritual, or maybe just soaking in a bath here, surrounding with herbs, flowers. I was just getting a feeling of just really connecting to the body is what I keep getting here, and also connecting to the self. So a time to maybe boost your self confidence, boost your self worth here. So some form of sacred space, I feel. And I also heard the song All by Myself by Celine Dion. And then we have this card here too, which says, being alone is different than being lonely. Ask yourself if you are truly okay with being alone, or are you isolating yourself too much? The answer is only yours. And I was getting here to letting go of old habits. We have the Four of Pentacles down here. So this ties in with the reading, because I do think that for some of you, this is going to be a time to let go of old habits that are blocking your abundance. Some of you, if this is in regards to, like, if you have an unhappy relationship, if you have an unhappy love life, or maybe you're just seeking something here in terms of love, it is coming in for you, which I'll confirm in a moment here. But there is going to be some quick movement in terms of trusting in a new potential and also trusting in new love. Um, but I'm getting with this Four of Pentacles that we could be kind of keeping ourselves in a box or keeping ourselves in a place of confinement somehow. And this is why it's going to be important to ask yourself, are you isolating yourself? Or if you're not isolating yourself, are you maybe engaging in certain habits that are preventing you from growing? Or maybe something has become kind of stifled, even a relationship or a certain way of living here. I definitely feel like this is connecting to expanding our horizons when it comes to love, because there's a card about this up here too. So I do think that this is a time for self-care when it comes to how you can kind of think outside the box here when it comes to all areas. So what is being illuminated? We'll kind of go back here, but what is being illuminated with this full moon? So what do we have that's being illuminated for us? We do have another dolphin here, dancing in the rainbow. So it says, break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness, find out what you truly desire. So this definitely goes together with the reading. We also have here, rediscover your zeal. Pay attention to the passion you are feeling for discovery, learning, exploration, spirituality, travel, your work, or your relationship. Passion and desire go together, especially as inspiration. We also have, take a look at your relationship with intimacy, both with yourself and or with a partner. This area of your life may be in need of healing, balancing, or tension. Love your body. So it's another card. I didn't even see that about the body here, but um, that's what's coming through here. We also have the King of Swords as well. So I feel like what's being illuminated here with this full moon has a lot to do with breaking free, because I did see the Two of Wands and the Two of Cups beneath the King of Swords here too. So and the Two of Wands came out again after I had done this section. So it is really about breaking free. The Two of Wands traditionally is associated with Aries, actually. I think it's forgot what Aries it is. It's something in Aries, but it's definitely about somebody who has a lot of ambition, somebody who has a lot of drive, and they are preparing to take action here. So it could cause or it could require stepping outside of your comfort zone. So I do think this is going to be a time for what this full moon is illuminating, that some of you want to break free, whether it's just a personal thing or whether it's a relationship, but breaking free and just being able to be happy. And whatever this is, it's going to require you to trust your instincts, to trust that your internal guidance system here is what I'm getting. And with that Two of Cups I had seen too, and take a look at your relationship with intimacy. It might be that this is going to be illuminating some aspects of a relationship for some of you, or just if you're single, that could be why I heard this song All by Myself by Celine Dion. Some of you need to maybe do something different when it comes to relationships. I'm not sure if that's, you need to change the way that you approach relationships or maybe getting out there a little bit more. But I do think that there is an aspect here of having to cleanse the emotional body and also our connections with other people, because there's a lot of twos coming through the reading too. But I do think it's also going to be illuminating the need to find new passions, find new things that we're passionate about. Some of you could want to go back to school, you could want to learn something new, or just have a new passion and a zest for life. It could even require you to move away from a relationship in order to pursue that. And that's why I feel too, it's important to really focus on yourself at the moment. The King of Swords, we do have Aquarius come through here too. So it could be that we are, some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or this is Aquarius involved somehow here. But I do think this is going to be also a time to become very like a master of your mind and also become very decisive and discerning about the situations here in your life with the King of Swords. So becoming, clear, decisive individual here. So for this as well, this is kind of what are the hidden aspects of the full moon, or what is it illuminating for us? What's like the hidden force, or just what is unseen about the moon here? We do have emotions are running high. We have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius, and we have here the Two of Swords. So another sword, another two coming through here. So I feel like this is actually about stepping outside the box. When I read this card too, the emotions are running high. The book actually points to two phrases which really make sense with the Two of Swords. It says, a resolution to your question is closer than you think, and don't ignore the obvious. So that can definitely relate to the Two of Swords. So I do feel like what's being hidden here is that there is more to explore than you're seeing, or there is a solution here that you're not quite seeing. I'm not sure if it's I think this is why again it's a need to trust in your intuition here, because I also think I heard the word suffocate here too. So there's something that I feel is kind of stifled or suffocated here. It could just be your own mind, it could be your own mental process here, or you're just in a place of having to kind of clear the cobwebs here to see clearly. So I do think that with the new moon in Aquarius here, what's being hidden is that there is going to be a new way of seeing things, a new perspective if you're open to it, and a solution to something is very near. There's something here that I feel will be reaching some form of conclusion. The writing is on the wall type of thing here. It's also a need to think big, a need to think very innovative when it comes to kind of like this Four of Pentacles here too, letting go of old habits. So I feel like all in all, a lot of this is tying together to be bold, which is Aries too, being bold, doing things outside the box, maybe overcoming a mental. Yeah, I saw the Eight of Swords with that too, I remember, and the Four of Swords too. So I feel like we've been in a lot of mental energy, or some of you have been in a very like a headspace here, and I feel like now we're ready, or we're preparing to take action on that and to plan accordingly. And this is why it's like you're following your instincts from within to do so. And it could require, again, kind of doing something differently, coming out of a mental prison or mental restriction here, especially with this King of Swords. It's like this King of Swords would know the way out from any form of restriction mentally. So if it is something that has been ruminating in your mind, or you've been kind of rehashing something, I do think it's about seeing a new perspective from it, kind of like this and that are true too. It could be in regards to anything, career too. It's just a need to kind of look at the whole picture and understand the light and the dark and the duality of the experience here. And this also with the what blessings are coming in with this full moon. Another card about intuition. We have here a blessing on your intuition. And we also have a blessing of the waters with the Two of Wands, which I had seen a few times, and the King of Cups reversed. So definitely with two water, the King of Cups, the intuition, which is, obviously very watery, and the water here. I feel like the blessings that are coming with this full moon has so much to do with your intuition. So it really just connects with what I had said earlier here too. But it is the time to just really trust your inner compass. So there's something that you may know intuitively, especially with the water. I do think this is a time of cleansing emotionally too. So the blessing that's coming with this full moon is that we could be being given a gift of water. Maybe this is actually being near water, or cleansing in the water, or just being more in tune with, your emotions perhaps, or emotional capacity here. The maturity here with the King of Cups to be in reverse would point to somebody who's, maybe not really living up to their potential of the King of Cups, or maybe even a bit uh, emotionally unavailable here. That could be with this intimacy we had as well. And then for this over here, what we need to let go of, maybe what we need to kind of let go of, or what needs to be assessed in that department. We do have here the frog spirit, clear out the clutter. So another card about clearing out the clutter. And then we also have surrender now, the moth spirit. So I asked what needs to be surrendered, and we have surrender and the frog. So these are both obviously very cleansing. The frog is also connected to water here too, but it's really just cleansing our space, cleansing our aura, cleansing our life. And surrender here could be that if we're too attached to something, if we're too attached to an outcome with something, or maybe we're just too attached to anything really. I feel like it's kind of going with the flow at the moment of life here. And this is when I heard what's done is done. And I did see a vision of a stop sign along like a really speeding highway where there's a lot of cars. So I think that because I'm seeing the Eight of Wands for what's coming in here, which I'll look at shortly, but with the Eight of Wands to be what's coming in, there is going to be some very quick movement momentarily, or in the near future, I should say. So I do think that right now it could be kind of like we're stopping, we're halting before we start moving really quickly, especially when it comes to new experiences. This is why there's a planning, a preparation, the two, I guess, which makes sense with the Hunter Moon too. We're preparing our tools, we're getting everything together. And this is why we're going within and getting in tune with our intuition, our instincts, our body to prepare for that here and to reap the rewards with the Queen of Pentacles too, especially financially and just being at home within ourselves. So we also have here the Three of Swords and the Sun in reverse for what needs to be let go of. So the Three of Swords does talk about pain, heartbreak. It could be that we are, because it's kind of like we're going from the Two of Swords to the Three of Swords here. So for some of you, depending on your situation, it could be with this, what's done is done, is that we're kind of needing to assess an ending of something or pain of some situation with the Three of Swords here. Maybe we have been through heartbreak, or we just, it's a mental suit though. So it's really about our mind. It's really about our perception as well. So I think that this could be with the Sun to be in reverse. We're not maybe fully allowing ourselves to be happy, to be joyful, kind of like with this rediscover your zeal, dancing in the rainbow, and the surrender here. So I feel like there's a lot of happiness and joy coming through with this up here too. Something is on the, like it's on the verge, but I do think that we may need to clear out clutter attached to our pain or heartbreak, or something connected to our perception as well. I also have this. I pulled a card for what ritual. This is kind of creepy, but we have digital love spell. So this is what came up. It does say here digital magic works for any situation, including love, as long as you keep things into perspective. Keep your requests reasonable, or you'll likely be disappointed. All you need is a phone or computer here, so you guys can read it. It does say, let's say Sue Doe wants to meet the man or woman of her dreams to cast a text or email spell, start a text or open a new email with a header or subject line, love spell, and then send the text to Sue and ask her to reply and send it back to you. When you receive it, send it back to her again. So I don't know, this is what came up. So maybe some of you want to do this, or this is just about also attracting something to you, attracting love to you. It could be the with the digital here, the swords. So, and then the crystals that came up here, we do have the Amazonite and we have amethyst here. And then again, we have the beauty ritual. We have here, know the worst is over for you. Now you may have you had just you may have just endured a heavy lesson, but you have mastered it and come out a much stronger person. You are in a process of recovery and will soon be ready to look forward. So yeah, it is definitely with the inner changes equal outer changes is what I was hearing too with the Four of Pentacles. So like I said in the beginning, it could be that we're holding on really tightly to something with the Four of Pentacles. Maybe we're too afraid to open up. Maybe we feel like we've gotten stuck into a rut here. We're not seeing any changes. This could be even as simple as spicing up your routine, spicing up your, like maybe your beauty routine for some of you, or just your life routine, doing something to just shake things up and plan and prepare for the future, especially with the body, the Queen of Pentacles here. And the amethyst and the amazonite, so these could be crystals you may want to carry with you or have around you. And the amazonite crystal was talking really clearly about going with the flow of life and being surprised by where things lead you to. So once you kind of let go of this Four of Pentacles and you come out of this, maybe the worst is over for some of you, especially if you went through a difficult time. We do have the Ten of Swords over here. It's kind of like once you just kind of surrender and allow the flow naturally to come towards you, it will happen automatically. Amethyst is also a good protecting stone and calming stone too, so it could help to find more tranquility, dreams, and just the psychic realm. But it is talking about too, if something is stuck in the rut as well. So it's very similar to the other meaning as well. So it could be that we are, yeah, I forgot where I had it. I lost the note, but it's something about just doing things in a different way. So, and then for what's coming in next. So what is this all leading to, or what is kind of ahead for us after this full moon? We do have this situation will improve, and we have the 10 of swords with the 8 of wands, so that's definitely something is going to be improving. So I'm getting that what this is kind of leading to is with the 10 of swords here. Again, it could have been that there's been something difficult with the 10 of swords. It is ultimate surrender. It's an ultimate ending to something here, something that has been really going on for a long time maybe, or we just feel like it's very difficult to climb out of that. And with the situation will improve here with the Eight of Wands. I do think that there's going to be some quick movement coming through. Communication wise, it could be anything involving, it could be travel for some of you, but something that will be very much requiring your trust, because we also have here I asked what transformations coming in, and we have transformation. Positive time in your life, undergoing change for the better. Experiences are transforming you. You view challenges more positively, success to follow, rebirth, balance, psychic talents are discovered. And then we have here the trust. So during this time, you may encounter a new love. Keep an open mind and heart, which will lead to love or friendship. Learn to trust yourself and your intuition. So, another card about intuition. So, that's why I kind of feel like this whole thing could be that there is going to be something that will take you by surprise coming in here. Could be in Sagittarius season because this is Mercury in Sagittarius. It could also be something to do with digital. It might be someone you meet online for some of you because we're dealing with Mercury here. But I think everything's going direct now after a retrograde. So things are definitely going to start moving. And this is the message with this maybe whole full moon, is to release what we have been just carrying that has been dead weight for us, and everything that came through with maybe intimate connections, relationships. The solution is much closer than we think it is when it comes to getting out of our own head, embracing duality, not being too much in the light, not too much in the dark, but just embracing you're at the right place at the right time, taking care of your physical body. Any of you who feel maybe lonely or you can't find love, work on your something to do that makes you feel more confident, something that makes you feel more beautiful, and be honest with yourself. If you feel like you're isolating yourself too much, do you need to kind of get out there more? Do you need to be more bold like Aries? Or do you just kind of need to do certain things to shake up your love life? If you're in a relationship, for example, like doing things differently, rediscovering your passions here. And this could all kind of lead back to your inner self and listening to that guidance system and what you need and maybe what your partner needs. So yeah, but anyway, I do think that this could be that there's going to be a new love or new situation coming in. See how this wolf is on his back here too, representing vulnerability, and trust. So I feel like there is going to be, it could be career for some of you too, but whatever it is, the situation will be improving. So you have everything you need to move forward and to progress here, and things will start to move. But with this 10 of swords, it can also paralyze us in fear. Maybe we feel like we're too afraid, or we just feel like we've had bad experiences before, or something like this with the 10 of swords after or before the 8 of wands. And then this also flew out. We have the well. So another says, within yourself is a wealth of information. If you know how to draw from the well within, it will bring you newfound skills, talents, and strength. So this is also about trusting yourself. So for those of you, this is about career too. I feel like you need to trust in your ability to create abundance, trust in your ability to be grounded, maybe root chakra energy coming through too, and just being very sure of yourself when it comes to what you can create in the physical world, what you can create materially here. And so there's some knowledge that's within you that I feel also intuitively, that's like you're drawing it from your intuition and then you're creating it outwards. So yeah, so that's what I'm getting. So I hope that this message could help you. I'm just going to leave it here. Have a great full moon, and sending you all the blessings and love. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll talk to you next time.